Welcome to BUSM245 Social and Electronic Marketing for Spring 2019. I'm Robin Bajent and I will be your instructor for this course. My original goal was to record the live session that was on campus today, but the courses have enough differences that it's going to be easier, at least for now, to do separate recordings. That way you're not having to sit through stuff for the class session and they're not getting confused by what's online. So let's walk through how the course is set up first. When you first log in, you see the welcome area or the happy area, the greeting area. And this I change every week depending upon what we're going to be talking about. There also can be announcements in there, so I may change it during the middle of the week if I need to. But when you check in, you'll see that. If I do send an announcement, or if I do post an announcement, I also send it via announcements as well. Off to the right, there'll be a list of tasks for you to complete to do items for that week. But I encourage you not to just go by that. You'll want to go into modules and see what's going on for that week. And that way, if there are things, the only thing that show up in that to-do list are assignments. So if there are files or pages or anything, those won't show up. And you need to be able to see those. Okay, next, let's take a look at general course information. We've got our Canvas how-to, and that's if you're new to Canvas so that you can get a good overview if you have questions on how to do something in Canvas. Next is our syllabus, and this is for spring, and it's here. And you're always welcome to come to campus if at any time you're available. And we're in Canyon 119. You do not have to. The entire course can be completed online. I just want you to feel welcome to attend if you would like. My office is Canyon 103C, and here's a map if you need to find it, my phone number. And I do have office hours listed, but as an FYI, if I'm in my office, I answer the phone, and I do have a dedicated office hour, especially for online students, Wednesday evening. Gives you a couple of days to look at the assignments before you have questions. So, and if that time doesn't work, let me know and we can meet another time. I'm open to that. Then you've got some general course stuff, the college mission statement, the program mission statement, outcomes for this specific class, the topics we're going to be going over. We are not going to have a formal textbook because everything that I looked at was already outdated. Even though it was just now printed, it was already outdated. So I've decided to go with online resources that are consistently updated, sometimes multiple times in a single week. Different things we're going to be doing, attendance and deadlines. I put in late work loses 20%. I try to be flexible with that, but then I find people take advantage, and so the idea is you need to be able to get your work in on time because everything builds on other things. So please keep that in mind. This is the kind of things we're going to be doing during the term. Participation is a big part of it. And then quizzes and the final exam, and then mostly projects. You can be doing a lot of projects. Career technical education is project-based, so that makes sense. Student responsibilities, faculty responsibilities, standard college stuff, and then I can change the syllabus if I need to. Mostly it's if something cool comes up that I want to discuss with you. After the syllabus is instructor information, and this is a little bit about me. So if you have any questions, you can find me. Here's my contact info, a little bit about me. Online office hours, just a quick link, except it's no longer Thursday evening because my class changed. It's now Wednesday evening, so we fixed that. And Everything you do in this class as far as writing is concerned is in APA format. So if you're not familiar with that style, here's some tutorial information available to you. And here's some general information just to get you started. You do want to use reference page and APA, not works cited. And, APA is an easier form as well, so that helps. We will have a variety of discussions in the term. And your first post needs to be by Wednesday night of the week assigned. I don't adhere to the 200-word expectation as closely during the personal introduction. Plus, you guys are doing videos, so you'll have more than 200 words there. This is something new that I'm trying, the video, so hopefully it'll be fun and we'll learn about each other. But in regular written discussions, your first post has to be 200 words at least by first Wednesday, and you need to include research. Opinion is nice, but back it up with data. You need to post an additional 2 times at least, and that needs to include references and support for your opinions and ideas. You need to take part a couple of separate days. Now this will get you a C. You do the bare minimum, that gets you a C. You do more than the minimum and you contribute significantly, that gets you an A or a B, depending upon the level and depth of conversation that you're able to bring to the table on the topic that we're discussing. So that's it for general course information. With all of this, if you have any questions, just let me know. With introductions, quite a few of you have already got your introduction posted, and I found out today in the class site that these instructions may or may not apply to your phone. It depends on the system that you have. I had one student with an iPhone, another one with a Samsung, and things looked very different. So instead of doing it this way per se, it might be easier for you to record the video onto your phone ahead of time, then go into the Canvas app and link to the video and then post. Or it might be better for you to go into your into the Canvas app, click on the plus sign in the discussion, or click reply and then the plus sign, and then it brings up the camera, go to video and record. So you may have to play around a little bit in order to see what the instructions are for your phone. If you would be so kind as to post those instructions for me and let me know what kind of camera you have, and that way we'll have it for future terms, hopefully, for other students. So those of you who have posted, thank you very much. It is very much fun to watch your videos and get to know you. Next on the list is to set Canvas preferences. And there's just a couple of quick tutorial videos that walk you through the steps, and it lets your fellow classmates know about you from your profile, and the notification preferences push out your announcements to where you want to see them and other things, so that it makes it more effective for you. Next is program orientation. If you are new to the BME program, I encourage you to enroll in the program site. Take a look around. Let me know if there's something that you'd like to have added for the future people, what you wish you knew when you first started. And if you're not in the BME program, just let me know that in the assignment area. Once you have all of those items done, you're ready to start on the week work. Now, those of you who have had me for classes previously know that I usually include a week-by-week breakdown with all of the assignments cross-referenced to the outcomes and the point value all the way through for the entire course. This course has to be a little bit different. Things are changing so quickly that I have the general themes that I want to cover, and I'll go over those with you, but as far as individual assignments, I'm going to be changing those around, and sometimes the instructions will change and things. So that's going to be a week-by-week thing, and we'll go from there. This week, this is the lecture notes that I'm posting for the class. I don't really know that you'll have any notes to take for this. I will post another video on hopefully Thursday, because on Thursday I'm going to be getting into marketing fundamentals, the history of social media marketing, and for that video there will be some notes that you'll want to take, not too many, but a few. So we'll go from there. Throughout the term, you're going to be working on a variety of projects, as I mentioned, and you can either work with an actual company and help them to develop online marketing materials, or you can come up with a product idea of your own and create a pretend company. If you want to work with an actual company but aren't sure who, you don't have one in mind, let me know and I'll assign you to a company. But one of the three options needs to be decided by you by the end of this week. And then you'll include this information. So contact information, if it's false, well, you don't need to include fake information. If it is a real place, list what they're currently doing, list what they sell, and who they are. And then we'll use that throughout the term. Throughout the week, we're going to be discussing jobs in social media. I posted one. Where did it go? Well, I'm going to post it again because it's really a fun one. But jobs in social media, so that you can get an idea of what's out there. It used to be there was only one job in social media. You posted regularly to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And now it's grown to be an entire industry. It's called, well, when I was first creating this course, it was called social media marketing. Now it's called inbound marketing. It's just the paradigms are changing that quickly. So reply 2 to 3 hours of participation in general, and it tracks it all so I can see. But see what's fun about a job. What would you like about it? What would you not like? What might draw you to it, and what might not? What might push you away from it? And then the last thing for this week, this week, is Inbound Marketing Fundamentals. This is a certification course offered through HubSpot, and phenomenal lessons. It's very quick. Take lessons or take notes as you go, and that way when you're ready to take the quiz at the end, you'll be able to get 45 questions. If you don't get 45 questions correct, you need to take it again until you do, and then you'll post your certificate. Blah. Mouth is tired. You'll post your certificate here along with a copy of the notes that you took along the way. So next week we're going to be looking at buyer personas and narrowing down who your customer is. And you're going to look at monitoring social media. Let's see, Module 2, we're going to get into, you'll set up your media accounts. You have the option, you may want to use your existing accounts so that your friends and family can see that you're doing work, or you might want to set up a new set that isn't connected to anywhere so that stuff isn't cluttering up your personal media accounts. We have some case studies. You start week 3, we start with website design, and that continues through the rest of the term. Search engine optimization. So these are the themes, but the assignments might change a bit. Then in online, let's see, Module 3, 5 through 8 is when we get into the content and we start developing larger projects like photography, videography, podcasts, blogs, vlogs, design infographics and e-newsletters, and you develop, you do live YouTube and live Facebook, those feeds, and basically we look at a lot of different things having to do with the different content locations. We touch on Pinterest, we touch on Instagram, but I mean, because there's only so many weeks in the term. Weeks 9 and 10, you're getting into developing social media marketing plans, and then you start into the data. How are you tracking performance of the items that you have up? How are you meeting the goals that you've set for your marketing plan? Week 11 is spring break, and in all my classes, I do not have work in spring break week. When we get back, weeks 12 through 15, we're going to be doing Google Analytics certification. We're going to be looking at some additional social media sites. You're going to be measuring and analyzing the marketing data and writing data reports. And then you'll have a final exam. So that's the course in a nutshell. As I mentioned, subject to change, but it at least gives you an idea for what to expect. That's it for now. Let me know if you have questions, as I said before. Have a great week, and I will be posting one more lecture a little later in the week, but it won't be very long.